Yo.
Man, don't be telling me that y'all are watching this Arcades Insider show instead of watching the best show of 2025, Yo Retro, episode 71, with your host, Chaotic BPR, as well as always, my other co host, the one, the only, six,
Oh
half
my
dozen.
bro, what up, though? Hey, that's crazy. Why would you say that? It's madness.
No, man, we need our fans here. Only got 6 people here, man. They all worried about Arcade one up turning into Basic Fun Up. I don't care about none of that crap, man.
Are we gonna talk about that though?
Yeah, we are gonna talk about it a little bit. Get a
You
little
taking shots? That's crazy.
yeah, I took a shot, man. I don't
Let's
care.
stay out of that.
What's going on, everybody, man? I was just trying to get hyped up, man. But you know, now everybody's coming in. I'm glad to see you guys.
Fired
Welcome
up
to Yo Retro,
tonight.
man.
This man is fired up.
I'm fired up, dude. There's so much crap going on, man. I'm fired up. Anyway, what's going on, chat? What's going on, Six, man? How you doing, buddy? You doing all right? You doing pretty good this week?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, man. Consider pretty good. It's winter, you know, so winter kind of gets crazy. In Ohio, it's crazy.
Dude, I'm glad I'm glad I don't have to be like wearing like jogging pants right now trying to stay warm, man. It's actually kind of warm today down in Georgia. So I'm happy about
Cars, bro, cars, tough it through. That's what we do.
See, JJ, that 3/4 scale lunar lander. Oh, you're talking about the quarter scale? Yeah, quarter scale landed today. Looking forward to trying out this battery that throws up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Say what's up to everybody in chat. My good neighbor, Ted Adam Green, is here. MSU Rich, Jen Rummy, JJ, Dennis B.
Yo, Dennis B.
Dennis B, I watched your little video on Mexico Deluxe today. I like that, dude. Tim York, Dr. Tork.
Yo.
88. My good friend, man. It's good to see you as always. Penny K saying what's up as well.
Hey.
All right. So we got a couple things we got to cover before our review and everything. And it's something that transpired while we had our show last Thursday because the Game Awards were going on. And that was Street Fighter movie. They played the trailer. I actually didn't hate it.
Yeah. Look, I don't know what people expect with a Street Fighter movie because, like, if you've seen what the shit they put out,
yeah,
for lack of a better term, you know, like the 90s one with Jean-Claude, like it was campy, and I kind of, you know, like some people, you know, we already know it's bad kind of deal, but they did it like The Legend of Chun-Li and couple of other ones that were
the animated movies, right?
The animated were good.
Yeah, they did that right.
Yeah, like I kind of expect this to be a little bit goofy. It's you know, Street Fighter, you know, but I didn't hate the trailer either. I thought it was pretty good. Like I was like, that's kind of cool. You see how they came out? They were old dude who's playing Dan said like, oh, he threw some shade at the Mortal Kombat crew. It's like, yeah, we're here, you know, we're not just here in it for the money. We're here because we love you too. I was like, damn. Because he was like, oh, come bring out the Mortal Kombat cast. He was like, psych, they're not here. I was like, wow.
So we can now see the actors that are playing their respective roles and what they look like from the trailer and everything.
Yeah, that like I didn't know Momoa was in this, to be honest, too.
Yeah, I knew he was playing Blanca, but he would never he was never on any like any of those group photos or anything. Like he stayed out of the picture, so like nobody knew exactly what he was going to
I
look
think he's
like.
gonna have a small role.
You think so, man? I don't know. I think he might have a decent role.
He almost was as what was crazy to me is he was almost as big as this dude that was playing Zangief. When he came out on stage, I was like, damn, I'm always big as fuck though. Because this
Yeah,
dude's big as shit. Like this
dude. I'm
dude
not gonna lie though. If they nailed any, if they nailed any like casting, it's this guy.
yeah.
Zangief is like the perfect casting. Holy crap, they nailed him.
Well, for casting, for me to say you nailed it, like you gotta have the acting chops too. And I don't know if this dude can act, but he looks the part for
Yeah,
sure.
he's got the look though. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. As far as looks, I guess the Orville Peck, he's a musician, like
Yep.
wears a mask, and I didn't even know. Like I'm learning. That's what like a lot of people are worried about because they got 50 is Balrog, Orville Peck is Vega. Like, is some of this just like trying to bring people in just based on who's in the movie? But they said a lot of these people, like 50 even got a boxing background. Like a lot of these people got some fighting backgrounds, except for I think this dude is playing M. Bison. How you feel about that?
I don't know. I like the actor, especially when he was in Suicide Squad, playing as what the
Polka
polka
dot,
dot guy.
yeah, polka dot man.
Yeah, so I know he's like more of like a comedic role. So I don't know how he will be playing in like a serious role, but I see him as like that crazy serial killer type mentality type person that he could play that very well. And to play as M. Bison, I don't know, man. Like you got to put a little bit more like dictatorship into it. Uh, but you know, M. Bison, in the later Street Fighter games had more of like a psychotic like look to him and made
Yeah,
some crazy voice acting faces and stuff like that. So makes sense.
well, like to me, he gives off a more raw Julia kind of vibe than he does the game M. Bison.
Yes, yes, yes.
You
You're
know,
absolutely right.
M. Bison's a beast, like, and for him to be kind of the top dog around all these other badass Roman Reigns and these other certified badass people kind of in real life and in the movie. So it's like it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to believe he could be the head of this organization. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Like the final boss,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm not sure about that, but I'm willing to give the dude a shot at playing M. Bison.
Yeah, I'm concerned about Roman Reigns playing as Akuma right now because
Yeah,
from the trailer, like you could tell that was a wig.
that's a little weird. I
So
mean, all of it does not looks really great, put it that way.
yeah,
But it looks kind of like they're playing on the fact is it's based on a video game, a little bit. Like it's kind of like self-aware
yeah,
in a way.
yeah. I do like Andrew Schultz as Dan though. He's gonna be funny throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, he was the one that called out the Mortal Kombat cast.
Yep,
Uh,
and of course Eric Andre as the announcer type guy. Um,
Savage.
yep, not bad, not bad. I don't remember Joe. I do not
He
remember
was
Joe.
in the original Street Fighter game.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so he's the guy that's on the intro. Yeah, that's playing right now where he punches the guy. Okay, he's that guy. Gotcha.
So you got I don't know. To me, it's an interesting cast at the very least. Like I'm at least intrigued to see how it turns out. And if there's some good fights and you see some of the game moves, like if the story's basic, I don't know. It might be to me like I'm not expecting much. Like the bar's not very high. Put it that way.
No, I don't think it ever was, man. It's I
It
was
looks worse than the first one. I don't know. I think it looks a little better.
Only time will tell, man. Let's put some money into it and see, and then compare.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm not going to spend much time on this because I really don't care.
I
As much.
I, I care. I care a little
Well,
bit.
I'd say I do care, but I don't care because there's so much misconstrued information and different YouTubers saying one thing, another one saying another one, and blah blah blah. There's so much hate and drama in the daggone arcade community because of this that I really don't care
That's
for it.
nothing new though.
No, but I don't know, man.
It's nothing new. I mean,
So this all started with a leaked email for the beta team saying, "Hey, man, our last day is Friday. You might want to figure out things you need to do, and don't know what's going to happen to any of the current product lineup." Okay, it started with the email, and then Code Mystics actually put their 2 cents in, saying, "Well, what happens if the online servers go out?" Uh, the ones that had the Genomai online code, which is going to be NBA Jam, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, X Men, and NFL Blitz. You'll be
Gemini,
able to play online even if the servers go down.
Gemini.
Genomai.
That's ridiculous.
Um,
Maybe they
if
spelled it wrong.
if those servers go down, their fail safe in the system remembers the last 100 IP addresses that you played against. So
Mhm.
it will still try to reach out to those people and see if they're online, and so that you can connect to them and play with them. So,
Yeah,
uh,
well, and it it gives you a list of games that would still kind of run
yes,
based on that, but I don't
any
know.
of the ones that do like score chasing and those
None of
type
the
of
street
rewards,
none of the
yep,
Street Fighters are listed,
nope,
you know, stuff like that.
yeah, anything that Code Mystics did not work on or did not share their support system in with building the infrastructure for these games, yeah, you're kind of screwed on those. So,
But I think that's why I said I care because that's very interesting. I got quite a few arcade one ups, losing online functionality, even though I don't use it much, because they're not that old, and that's what I bought it for. Kind of to be able to use that if I wanted to. Like I still been telling Unc, like, get a Street Fighter cab, we can play some Street Fighter here and there.
yeah,
So knowing those servers can drop and we don't have like this player to player functionality,
yeah.
that's the kind of stuff I still care about. Plus a lot of people, we all know spend a lot of money on them things.
So, what ones did Code Mystics not help with? I'm pretty sure none of the Bandai Namco, so no Pac Man, Galaga,
No,
any of the score chasing ones. Uh, but the ones that actually have like online multiplayer, I don't think. I guess they just did. They didn't do Simpsons. Apparently, it's not on this list anyway.
no Konami, or no, not Simpson. No, actually, they did X-Men. So
Yeah.
you know,
So no Simpsons, no Turtles, and then none of the score chasing ones. So NBA Jam, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, X Men, and Blitz. Now they may have forgot to put the other ones in there as well, but just said some of these that for example. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that could be
yeah.
good.
So
Here's like the most interesting thing about it to me is them at least giving some insight.
yeah. So when it comes to this was basically they put out this statement basically for because of that email that went out, and that was like directly like right after that. Now, of course, Arcade What Up says, here's the deal. Here's what's going on. Basic Fun has acquired select assets and tends to support the best of our ability the home arcade community or category with existing products that are currently in market. Now, does that mean online servers still stay on? I don't know. That's a possibility that they could keep that going on. Um, and then also when it comes to like parts, maintenance, warranty claims, stuff like that, I imagine that stuff's going to keep going on as well. And any of the products that they've already brought out, they will be continued to be supported and sold if there is inventory left out there. But as for like anything new, Arcade One Up's done. It's now basic fun. They have taken that stuff over,
Yeah.
and they will still allow people to be supported when it comes to parts, maintenance, labor,
Well,
any kind of stuff that.
based on what they like, I have no insider information, but based on what
Go
the
ahead.
public, statements have been, I feel like, yeah, they would take on all their inventory, probably all their, you know, blueprints, schematics, all that, for building the cabs, potential licenses, you know, if they got an agreement with, say, Namco for the next 3 years, they would potentially inherit those. They would probably,
Well, I do know that, speaking to other people, that any IPs, they don't transfer.
okay.
They'll have to sign new agreements for.
Well, okay.
But Basic Fun's already pretty much
But
got them
some
anyway.
some of them, yeah, I was just gonna say some of them they already kind of have relationships with at the very least. They had to work with, um, yo, what's up? They had to work with most of these partners, previously for some of their even smaller models, mini arcades. So I could just see like it's opening basically a door for them and then obtaining certain assets, whether it be servers, you know,
Cabinet designs.
online code, design, shipping partner, maybe even not the partners, but having the info to know, okay, this is how they did it. Now we could basically do this and do it better.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but I just think by them securing the assets, you might even have a blackout point where there is no online access, and then they might boot them back up. You never know,
Yeah.
and go, hey, you get that backwards compatibility. If you got a basic fun Street Fighter, or you got a arcade one up Street Fighter, you can play your friends still. Or they
Well,
might not.
yeah.
I don't know what they got planned, but this shows like somebody, would secure those assets because they were kind of dwindling anyways, right?
Yeah. Only time will tell. We'll see what happens after the new year. Like Arcade One Up says in their statement here, that we'll have more information to share in the new year, and look forward to continuing to serve the arcade fan community. So it's not the home arcade community; it's the arcade fan community. So we'll see what does
I
that
don't
mean.
think they're gonna share shit else really. Arcade One Up, I think that's the last we'll hear from them.
Yeah,
But
I
I think
imagine
Basic
it's
Fun will
basic
come out
fun.
and say, hey, this is what we're gonna do to try to like get love from the fan base. Like, hey, yeah, we have A, B, and C basically out of this. Or now we can add online to our next wave of cabinets or whatever the case.
Yeah, and maybe they'll get some of that software that Code Mystics has developed, and be able to put online systems into the basic fun games and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
and it could be as much as patents,
software updates and stuff like that, and make their
patents
stuff
and
better.
stuff like that. Because I'm sure there's certain patents on, like the 3/4 scale cab plus with Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? Like just to own them patents to be able to go, okay, we could do this too now without infringing on any rights. Yeah, they have a lot of the basics covered. Facts.
Yeah, got it, Jen. Well, yeah, stay tuned for 2026 and see what comes of this, if anything.
It'd be nice at least in the next 3 years to see another wave of like when Arcade One Up was on fire, like them Basic
Yeah,
Fun do the same shit. Like okay, that's what you guys want. Let's see if we could do this and do a Hydro Thunder cab or do a narc cab or whatever the case.
Yeah. So moving on to AtGames news for the rest of the show. Started 6 days ago and going on through Christmas Day is the Winter Wonderland tournament. It's unranked. I believe they choose 3 games a day or 3 games a week, something like that, and
Mm-hmm.
you just go nuts and try to win and become one of these daily winners of different games, and they just pick a random person that played one of those games and posted a score, and good luck, man. You're one of three different winners, either 25, 15, or 15 or 5. What's funny about this list that you gave me though is there's Tuna Balls. Tuna
He's
Balls has
back.
returned.
That's crazy. Tuna Balls is back.
Tuna Balls making bank in the pinball miss tournament and stuff like that. So here's your calendar. I remember when AtGames earlier this year was like, we're not doing calendars anymore. We're tired of everybody bitching and complaining about us not making deadlines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're back to your old self again, AtGames. Great job.
Well, I think like what you could take from that is no more Zen on their calendars.
Oh, there you go. Exactly. You're absolutely right. So you got a sale. You got I guess it looks like a weekly. Well, I don't know what Tuesday is or whatever this is. 9 a.m. Oh, it's the weekly tournament. Okay,
Yeah.
daily tournament. Okay, and then the sales every week, and then of course you got Mexico 86 Deluxe, which came out today.
That is the ugliest calendar ever, though. By the way,
It's pretty bad. And as you can see, next week, guys, I don't see a new release, so this could be today's release could be the last release of 2025.
hey, I didn't expect these, to be honest. Like I thought they were kind of like trying to get hardware sales for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Speaking of, man, that micro is still on sale, and it's going to be on sale until Christmas Day, and it's a damn good price, man. Under $300. Are you kidding me? If y'all are looking in the market for a small pinball machine that can play Magic Pixel games and do OTG and stuff like that, get the micro, man. It's a damn good deal.
Yeah, definitely for under 200 or 300. I'm sorry.
And then they also brought back the National Owners Day sale. Now, quick question. I got some people in chat. Well, we got 20 people watching right now between our 2 channels, right?
That's cool.
So guys, those who own an ALU, come on, remove other media. Okay, we'll remove that. There we go. The Legends Gamer Pro, which is the control panel, right? And it has 8 buttons instead of 6. No spinners and a trackball, right? This I can swap this control panel out with mine, right? And put this in. That way I can play modern fighting games and OTG Steam fighting games better, right? Because I have more buttons.
Okay.
Anybody that has any experience with this, let me know in the chat, because I'm thinking about picking this up because it's only $138 instead of $250. And
I don't know, but I tell you what, one thing I would not do, bro, is that you could just put that inside the machine, like if it'll fit in the same.
Yeah, it'll fit in this ALU.
That's ridiculous.
I can swap out control panels.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so instead of having 6 buttons, I can have 8, and I can actually have a proper fighting game control panel.
It'll just wire plug and play.
Yeah, it just plugs all the stuff that's in the one in here, just plugs into this one.
Never mind, I'll take that back.
And then I'll hook a PC up to it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I can play I don't know, Cosmic Invasion or Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and use this control panel and have 8 buttons instead of 6.
And play
So,
all that, what, the OTG, basically?
Yeah, just hook up my PC up to it.
Cosmic Invasion would make a great.
Anybody have experience with this? Jason Alien, you know some things about AtGames. Can I just swap this control panel over? Is that what I can do? Let me know, man, because I'm thinking about picking this up if I can.
I thought you said you could. That's why I was like, I don't know if
I heard that you could, but I need the verification.
All right.
JJ, I'd love to know how much money Basic Fun has made from its first-time arcade buyers versus seasoned vets, like the folks in this chat. If they realize nostalgia and disposable income drive home arcades, then good.
Let's see.
But they also better put better LCDs, light up marquees, better controls, coin doors, XL sizes, etc., etc. I totally agree, man. Like, the height of Arcade 1-Up is where Basic Fun should have started, and before they found more improvements to do. Like, I love the cam lock system. Like, I'm glad they went to cam lock, so you ain't got to worry about screw holes on the outside and doing like screw cover ups and crap like that, screw cap covers. Love that they did that. To me, that's an upgrade. But where you screwed up was the crappy coating that they did on the control panels for like WrestleFest. Stuff's peeling. The washout marquees, and then of course the monitor that's in the Star Wars is terrible. And then no coin doors. So hopefully the round 2 will be much better for them. Thank you, Jay.
That's what I think the acquisition of Arcade 1-Up is going to be all about, because for them, I think they know they missed the mark, hopefully, and by getting some of that information, what kind of coating they put on their, panels, by wave 3 or wave 4, what kind of screens they were using, what they were using to code their online servers, et cetera, just having that info, what type of ink they were using for the marquees by wave 4 or 5, like.
Right. Jason says, yes, you can install it. I'm not 100% sure if the extra buttons work, however. It's possible that I found some videos I can talk to you about the process. Shit, I'm ready. Yeah, because I was watching a couple videos and I saw a guy drop it into his ALU, and he's like, yeah, all you got to do is remap these 2 extra buttons in Steam, and you're able to map them to whatever game you want. I'm like, okay, well, I just want to get some verification if anybody in our chat has familiarity with this. So appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess if you could remap them and report it issues, say
yeah. So I don't know. I was thinking about it, man. That price is pretty good, and if all else fails, then I can just, because it comes with a puck, I can just hook it up to a TV and or give it to the girls upstairs and let them hook it up to their TV and just.
Yeah, but if the purpose is OTG, you're gonna want them extra buttons, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole reason why I'm curious about it. Congratulations to our Flipper Friends winners of December 5th through the 11th. I see my boy Retro Tech X on there. I see Saycro.
What about Retro Rudy?
Retro Rudy.
Shout out
Indy Rocks. I know Indy Rocks.
Tic Tac Ding Dong.
Tic Tac Ding Dong. Okay.
That is crazy.
And then Maximus Prime.
Tic Tac Ding Dong. Y'all are crazy with these names, yo.
And cat people. Okay. And tuna balls. Moving on to season 1 recap. You got some people who are moving up and barely moving up, and then lots of moving up, and it's pretty much the same names that were there before. I see Scott Sheldon's on here. And that's the only person I know of. I don't know of any of these other people.
Newport Rat smokes the Newports.
Right. Yeah, right.
Hello.
Keep me posted on this. I have this installed on my ALU,
Give
but
him a
haven't tested the
Newport.
extra
He starts
buttons.
selling.
Hey Ted, if you ever want to test that, man, hook me up. Like, come see me. Meet me up somewhere so I can like borrow it for a minute, and I'll test it and see if it works. And if it works, then it's a guaranteed buy for me. I'll just go buy one or I'll order one. So let me know. What's up, Fat Hawk? Good to see you, man.
Here we go.
I think I saw you you reskinning your HD into something nice, man. Send me some pictures on Discord so we can show it off on the show. I can't wait to see the final product of your reskin.
Nice.
And like I said, guys, as of today, December 18th is the release of Mexico Deluxe, or as when you start it up on the machine, it says Mexico 686 Deluxe. And like we ain't got much to we didn't have that much to talk about this week, man. So the review's already here.
I'm cool with that.
30 minutes into the show. It's
You
nuts.
cool with
Man.
that? I'm cool with that. They
Nope.
cool. Are they cool with that?
Yeah, chat. Y'all cool with that? Maybe we can get in some walkabout mini golf
And I
before
can only review this
midnight tonight.
for the 4K because I don't have every machine AtGames makes. Did you get it for the micro?
I haven't yet, man. I haven't had time. Literally, I worked till like 6 o'clock today, and came home, hooked it up, played it for the hour, and then I came over here. So,
Well, welcome to my life. Every time we do a show, that's how it go pretty much for me. But hey, how you feel?
I use the Legends Gamer Pro as the control panel with a PC and via switcher, a Core Max for pinball and other games on a large PC monitor, and a swivel mount to play in portrait mode. Nice.
How you feel about this table?
Of the what?
How you feel about this table?
This table?
Yeah,
It's a banger.
a banger.
It's a banger.
You guys heard him.
This table's awesome, dude.
uh
6. I got to share something with you real quick.
I don't know if I'll say it's a banger, but I'll tell you what, it's a good table.
Yeah, it's a damn good table.
I'll agree with that. It's a damn good table.
6. I got to share something with you. All right. What is the best Magic Pixel table that got released this year? Do you remember what it was?
What we said it was, or what?
Or what you say it is?
Out of our from our show reviews.
Sure. Or
Why
what's
did
what's
you
the
take
best Magic
notes?
Pixel?
You about to make me feel bad.
No.
I don't remember.
If it wasn't Baby Shark,
maybe
it was an AtGames original.
Turtles. Maybe Turtles.
All right. Is there a third one?
Maybe Supersonic Deluxe.
Okay. What about this one?
Oh, Firefighter Wildlands. Okay, yeah.
So our boy Fat Hog is taking his HD and got this custom skin made for it for Firefighter Wildlands.
Yeah, that's nice. I seen that I think in the Facebook group.
Yeah. Look how good this looks though.
Yo, you need a fireman's light on the top or whatever they call that.
Oh yeah, the siren and stuff.
As a topper, yeah.
Hey, Fat Hog, this looks dope, man. I love this.
Yeah, that's fire. Literally. No pun intended, but pun intended. It's fire.
That's how I know though that a Magic Pixel table is like it's gotten so good that it deserves its own skin, and Fat Hog made it, man.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting when I seen it because I'm like, okay, Like I like Firefighter Wildlands, but I don't know if I'd scan a home machine that, but it actually looks like it's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that.
AtGames missed out, man. They should have made one because
Well,
that looks really good.
and shout out to the firefighters, like they deserve respect.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
All right, man. So you want me to go first, or you want to go first on the thoughts of this?
Yeah, I want you to give your thoughts. I mean, you said it's a damn good table. It's a banger. So
Yeah. So Uh backstory was, man, is when I first played this on Steam, I was like, okay, it looks nice. The music's cool, the design of the table looks cool, the artwork looks great. So I'm like, cool, but I was like, I didn't really like the way it played on Steam at first. I was never really that great at it. And then like my favorite two shots was hitting the two ramps right there center on.
mhm.
Can I zoom in on the table? I don't
the
think
combo,
so,
the
man.
combo ramps.
Yeah, the combo ramps. Yeah. Um, I I don't know. I didn't know how it was going to translate to when you change the POV and put it into cabinet mode like this and see how it would
Mhm.
play. I'm impressed, dude. Like it's easy to start a mode. Multi-ball, once you get up to the upper playfield on the left, super easy to start multi-ball. Um, and that gets kind of crazy too, especially when you're trying to get the jackpots and double, triple, super jackpots. Um, it's easy, like I said, it's easy to start a mode, it's easy to complete a mode. All the modes are easy to complete. It's an easy table. Now, is that what makes it good? No. But it does make you want to sit there and keep playing it because for a while, like the first time I played it, my first ball, I lasted a good 30 minutes, man. Scored 130 million points on my first on ball one, and then played like crap ball two and ball three. But I was like super stoked that my first playthrough, the first ball, I was able to survive for as
Yeah,
long as I did. It's easy to get up to the other play fields. It's easy to complete those modes up there too. Um, and there's no there's no bullshit on this table that's going to cause you to do a quick drain or balls bouncing everywhere to the point where it's just easy to fall out to the out lanes or anything like that. Like if it does go into out lanes, it's your fault. If it goes down the middle, it's your fault. There's so many. It doesn't. It's not designed in a way to where it easily just drains. There's nothing cheap about it. This game is just fun, dude. I like the theming. I like the sound effects. I feel like, I'm celebrating Mexico or Mexican culture with this table. Uh, it's it's themed well, it plays well, it sounds well. I loved it, man. I like the fact that I could just keep going, just keep playing, and not get frustrated at it, not be like, all right, well, this shit's boring, and I want to go to something else, man. To me, it had that Firefighter Wildlands and that Soccer Kings Deluxe feel to the point where I just want to keep playing, and that's what a Magic Pixel table needs to do is to keep you engaged and just keep you playing, man. It just all the shots are fun and all the shots are makeable. There's nothing impossible on this table.
yeah, I would agree with you. I think um, the couple downsides I would say that I kind of noticed, which are even negotiable downsides to this table, is like if you played the earlier Mexico '86 games
Yeah.
tables, this is a lot less soccer based, and
Yeah, I noticed that.
I think that's because Soccer Kings and they just kind of, so you got a couple drop targets that represent the soccer part of the earlier tables, but
Hmm.
everything else is all just Mexico themed.
Yeah.
Uh, Another major downside for me on this table, I just gotta address it. I was not comfortable playing the nut game up there. I wasn't comfortable with that. I'm never comfortable with that. I don't know how y'all feel, but when they said, "Oh, nut game," and I'm like, wait a second, what games are we playing here in Mexico?
I,
But
I didn't understand that. I was like, what type of nut?
I still maybe it's something about Mexico culture. I don't know Mexico. I'm not saying nothing about y'all. I love y'all. I'm just saying it's on the table. I don't know what kind of game that is, but besides those negative remarks I have about the table, everything else is great, bro. The music's great. The table layout is great. There's You could look at the table and say, well, okay, six, you said excess flippers on Tropical Deluxe. Well, yeah. How many flippers were on that table? This one has got six, I think, and they're all they all have use. You got to get to the one play field to get to the second play field. That's how you get multi-ball, the secondary play field.
Yep.
Like, and then you got to hit the spinner enough times to unlock a game mode, basically to start a mode. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That's how I was unlocking modes, was hitting the spinner. Um, and then it'll do different things. Like you'll start it if you what's all the letters up top? If you light those up,
Ice and what is
no,
it?
the three letters fest. Yeah, if you light all those up,
Fest, a 4 letter word. Yeah, okay.
yeah, if you light up fest, then all the slingshots give you a million. Every time you hit them.
Yep. And
There's
that's how you get your bonus multipliers too if you hit them 6 times.
correct. So and like you said, all the shots you can hit the shots. There's really nothing like you said that'll send you out except for maybe them drop targets by the soccer ball.
Yeah.
That'll send the ball, to the out lane or right down the center. But a lot of times with the center pin, with the velocity of the ball, you could just let it dead bounce off the flippers, and you can recover from that on this table. I actually, I'm not gonna say this table is great, but it is damn good, like Chaotic said, and I had fun playing this table, bro. I kind of wish I had more time with it. Hitting the combos was fun. Playing the different game modes was fun. Getting to the upper play field, to the secondary play field, trying to unlock multi-ball. All of it was fun. Like you said, it kept me engaged, and I was like, this table is a prime example of the people that say all the Magic Pixel tables are trash and I'm not buying them. They're missing out because this table is actually enjoyable, and I
Yeah.
think I think it's worth the $8 to be real.
Yeah. This is one of the few tables where it's actually worth the $8. Now, Dennis B had a good point in which he said the fact that it is easy is its biggest drawback. It can be fun, but it gets monotonous after a while, 2 or 3 times through the modes. Yeah, I can see what you mean by that. You do want to you do want a table that's like a good challenge. But you
Yeah,
also
but what was the challenge to you or him? Might you know?
well,
I
the
think
thing
that's
is like
subjective.
a Williams table has a different type of challenge, right? Than a Magic Pixel table. To me, the way Magic Pixel tries to make a table challenging makes it a frustrating experience and
I
stuff
think
that
Williams
games
is
like
just
that
more
do.
layered though. Like Williams has way cooler. They got the game modes figured out way better than Magic Pixel does. Magic Pixel, I think, is just now getting to the point where they're starting to understand the layout. Like, oh, we don't have to put a bunch of shit right in the middle and 20 flippers to get a good table. We can, less is more kind of approach. Now, if they could start incorporating the game modes better, where it's not one stupid ass drop hole you could barely hit to start a game mode, or
Yeah.
whatever the case, and then maybe some DMD games down the road. I think they could do it. They got a lot of room for improvement, bro. Because this table plays really good, in my opinion.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's to me, it's up there with uh I mean, it's
The physics don't even feel bad. Like this
no,
table just feels good.
yeah, like I said, it doesn't feel like it's unfair or like super floaty ball to the point where it just goes straight to the out lanes and all that. It doesn't do that. If anything, I've had the ball go out the left out lane more than the right out lane. Like the right out lane has the kickback. I don't ever find a use for that. So,
Yeah,
um, it's dude, this table's cool, man. The DMD art's cool. The AI, they use AI to make these tables with the
the
artwork and everything.
DMDR it's mid. I mean, it's nothing special. Put it that
No,
way. But yeah, I have fun overall on this table. This is a table I would not mind coming back to. I love the art in the front of the table, whatever below the flippers. I forget what they call that,
what
but
else?
the art below the flippers where it says Mexico got the skull and it's got
The graffiti.
yeah, like whatever that panel's called there. It looks
Oh,
great on
okay. The apron.
the apron. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the word I was looking for. The apron looks fantastic on this table. I love the lighting, everything about this table, the sugar skulls or whatever you call them on there.
Hmm.
Like, bro, the little temple up there by the upper playfield. This looks great, bro. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think it plays great. It looks great. The only major downside, like I said, is if you're expecting Mexico 86 Deluxe, a soccer based table, don't you're not really getting that on this table. You're getting
No.
more Mexican culture kind of vibes, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, there's really nothing more that you could say about it. I feel like I feel like Magic Pixel hit a home run on this one, and you could tell like some tables are getting better, some tables like they're getting away from the terrible tables, like and the tables that have like 15 flippers and seven different play fields, like Tropical Deluxe has. Like
Yeah.
that was crazy, where you hit the flipper button on the left side, and you see like seven flippers at the same time moving. On this table, it's one, depending on what playfield you are, the two flippers move. And I don't know. I just like that. That's the way it should be.
I
Not
think
every flipper on the table move at the same time.
this was like this was very pleasant after playing Tropical Deluxe, in my opinion.
Oh God, yes, leaps and bounds.
It was like, okay, now more what I expect out these deluxe tables. Because I like Supersonic Deluxe. I did like Firefighter Wildlands. Um, I like most of their more recent stuff. I enjoy,
Yes,
more of the more recent Magic Pixel Deluxe tables. So this was definitely like a more return to form of what I'm expecting from them moving forward. Yeah, I think it's worth buying. Yeah. Uh,
absolutely. It's definitely worth buying. Eight.
yeah.
I do not feel cheated out of my $8 on this.
Yeah, if you're a pinball fan, this is a banger. It's dope.
And on HD, it's no question, man. $6. Come on, this is so good, especially
Yeah,
if you got HDP. Like this
yeah.
is
I paid $8, and I don't feel right.
yeah, yeah, definitely worth it. Especially if Fat Hog's saying it's worth it, because Fat Hog's hard to please, man. When it comes to Magic Pixel,
Yeah,
you got to be Wildland. You got to be Firefighter Wildlands tier to be as good, to be worthy of buying. So yeah, it's good, man.
what
Um,
what would you
as for a
score? What
yeah, I
would
was
you
about to say,
score?
as for a score, uh, I want to give it a 9, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give it an 8.5.
I think I feel comfortable scoring this at 8.
8.
I feel
Yeah,
like every dollar I spent was worth it. To score it at 8. You know,
yeah. So it's worth
I
every
won't
point.
I won't mind returning to it. I don't think, you know, for me, I think it's cool theming it, but like you said, it can get a little repetitive after a while. The game modes aren't nothing really special, you know, but
No,
but the table layout's nice and it's an enjoyable experience and it plays great, you know.
yeah,
So for that reason alone, I would return to this table.
yeah, and the fact that this what was I going to say, man? Don't lost my damn train of thought. Uh, it's good, man. I'll just leave it at that, I guess. It's not a hard table. I don't remember what I was going to say. This table, man, you're going to score a shitload of points. Let's just say it like that, because my first playthrough, I scored like 180 million. My second playthrough, I ended up scoring, I think, 194 or 192. I'm 11th on the leaderboard. I'm just out of the top 10. Six, you're 22nd on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I think I put up 102. That was the highest I got. You know,
Yeah,
playing it for an hour or so today, and I had fun. You know, I wasn't even trying for the leaderboard to be real. Like
no,
I don't overexert myself. I'm like, all right, just play a couple games, have fun. And I was like, oh, this it's pretty dope. And kept playing it. I think by my third play, I put up like the 100, whatever score I got. You know,
yeah.
so I think Wingo's ahead of me. A couple people are right around my score.
I imagine by this time tomorrow, somebody's going to break the billion point marker.
Matt
I
Ben
know
Han's not
Mad
far.
Ben Hans that got over 600 million.
Yeah, he's not far from it.
Retro Tech X is in third place with something outrageous too, like 300 million. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm chilling
by
with
my like
my
third
money,
play, I
man.
started to figure out where I was getting the points. You know, and
Yeah,
I was like, okay, this is cool.
honestly, man, completing the modes is worth it for sure because you get 30 million for every mode you complete, and there's six main modes. So completing all the modes, I mean, you can get what 100 million easy.
Multi ball is a little difficult to unlock for me, you know, but it was fun trying to get it up there by the little pyramid.
Yeah, and what's cool about it though is like once you lock ball one, if you just hold up the right flipper, it's going to throw it right into the cradle, and then you can just shoot it right back into the second ball, and then lock the third ball. Like just once you lock that ball in the top left play field to start multi ball, go ahead and hold the right flipper up, and it will cradle right into its spot, and you can just throw it right back in there and lock the second ball and the third ball.
Easier said than done for people like me.
Oh well, I gave you the hint that you need to get that started to do it. So
Hitting the shots the hard part for me. But yeah, it's fun, man. Fun. I give it a fair 8. I think it's a 8, you know. But it depends how the theme speaks to you, you know. Theme might somebody might really love the theming, you know. So it's got
I do love the animations though. I do
yeah,
give them that. Like the dancing
with
skeletons
the
on top of the slingshot.
sombrero too up there.
Yeah, and then you got the habanero just rocking back and forth, man. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's enjoyable table. A fair 8 worth, you know, every dollar.
All right, guys. So that's it's an easy $8, easy $6. It's totally worth it. Grab it, pick it up if you haven't picked it up. It's a great game, man.
Yeah, it's a fun table. Something to mix it up, you know. Definitely my go-to Cinco de Mayo table,
Yeah,
you
that's a good
know.
point. It's a good point. And Dennis B has a good point too, man. It's a great table to play if you don't want to have to grind into something and try to try your damnedest to score as high as much as possible. It's just a game that's fun to pick up and play. Kind of like Baby Shark in a way, man. Just pick up, play it, and there's like, cool, man. Got multi-ball again and do it again. This is
Don't
fun,
get
man.
them
Just score a
started on
point.
Baby Shark again. You get them
Yeah.
started on Baby Shark, never stop. Don't get them started
I'm
again.
always gonna do it to try to piss somebody off in chat. They're like, Baby Shark sucks.
The
I'm like,
chat loved
"They're
Baby
wrong."
Shark the day it came out. I seen what they were in the chat, like, damn, this ain't bad. And then all of a sudden now they're like 6, come on, you sticking up for that damn table.
Yeah, Jason, pick it up, dude. It's good. It's fun, dude. I would love to see what you get on the score too. So next Thursday is Christmas Day. I doubt we're doing a show on Christmas Day. I'll probably get my head chopped off if I do that.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
Thursday after that is New Year's Day. Maybe we'll do a show then. It depends
Yeah, it
on
depends. So I don't
on
know what I'm
how me
doing.
and you were doing. But guys, I think our next show, if it doesn't happen on the first, it will happen on the 8th. If we don't have a new release, we got something to do, and that is to do AtGames releases of 2025, all 33 packs. Let's do a tier list. Basically, I'm going to go back through all of our Yo Retro shows from 2025, write down my score for each table, each pack, write down sixes scores for each table, each pack, compare our scores, and then has our mind changed on any of these now? Where do we rate them on the tier through S tier all the way down to F tier? And then see if y'all in the chat agree with us on the proper placement of said pack, said table. So I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea, man. We'll rate basically. We'll rate 2025.
2025 tier list.
Yeah. So I think that'll be a good show to do on our next show when we come back. So
Yeah, the wrap up, son. The wrap it up, B. Wrap it
exactly,
up.
exactly. It's time. Wrap it up. So we come to the end of our show, guys. Oh wait, did that games change their giveaway rules for Nod yet? I don't know. Not that I know of. I didn't know they have any giveaway. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know if they had any giveaways. Did they?
uh,
I think you just got
I
a
think
pinball.
like you couldn't spend like certain coupons on Nod or so on discounts. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I could be
Bro,
wrong. What?
that's for you.
That's crazy.
Penny Case hooked you up with a $50 Merry Christmas. Thanks
That's
for another great
incredible.
year of streaming, man.
Much love. I appreciate you.
That's awesome,
I
man.
appreciate you. That's crazy. Merry Christmas to you too. That's Happy New Year.
Yeah. The requiring a purchase to win is legal without an alternate way to enter. That is true. If that's the case, then yeah, they need to change the rules on that because that's no. It's always supposed to be no purchases necessary to try and win something. So yeah, if that's the case, somebody needs to complain to them immediately.
Mm, yeah.
I'll look more into that and I'll reach out to somebody that hey, that needs to change immediately. That's illegal. You're gonna get sued.
I really, another thing I want to bring up while just before the show end, like I appreciate AtGames putting out all this content that they have in the past year, but I will say this, like next year I really hope they take a serious look at like their operating system a little bit more and
Oh yeah.
we need more firmware updates. We need them to focus on the hardware a little bit more. Like software is great. I get it. They need to make money, but on the hardware side, it's lacking and there's issues.
Yeah.
I'm tired of every time they put out a new table, I gotta re-log in with my ID just to, access the tables that I already put in offline mode the last time tables came out. It don't even make sense to me doing the shit no more because every time I gotta go back through that damn checklist, reset them all up for offline mode. But if I don't play this for a week or whatever, and then the next table comes out, we do a review, power the machine on, I got to re-sign in with my Legends ID just to access my content. And it's bullshit. I think the whole community as a whole has been felt like that. So I think it was a good year for our games, despite all the bullshit, and negativity a lot of the community says. But I think at the same time, if they could just fix some of these issues, and maybe add to their operating system if they could, in some ways, just like the friends list, having a friends list leaderboard, whatever, minor shit like that. Yeah. I don't want no table bricking firmware updates. We definitely don't
Mhm.
want those, but I just, you know, and they need to take more, a harder look at their firmware updates before they push them out to the public too. That that's something else they could address. But I just really feel like I like supporting this platform more so than I think a lot of people, shit on this company. And after seeing what happened to Arcade One Up, like I don't want to see that happen to AtGames. And
Yeah.
I just, and just knowing owning all these arcade one ups, knowing that the servers could go offline and all that, like it's sad, in that way, and I don't want to see that happen with At Games. I want to see them continue to be able to put out software, but they got to support the people who support them. When it comes to firmware updates and fixing bugs and patching tables. Okay, I'll buy the tables, but it makes it hard for me to even promote a good table or want to promote a table like Mexico Deluxe when 4 tables ago a purchase I made still has bugs. 10 tables ago a purchase I made still got bugs. Are they ever going to patch them? You know,
Right. Yeah. Very good point, Six. Absolutely. Um, we noticed with a lot of firmware updates that instead of the knowns issue list getting taken care of and getting smaller, it got larger over the years since 2024 when we first got these machines. Like it started off like 7 items, then it went to 9, then it went to 14, and then now it's like I think at like 19 different things that's gone wrong. Server issues is a big thing where this machine cannot connect to the servers. Therefore, if you never put your table in offline mode or if you don't know how to do it correctly, you're screwed.
but
Uh,
even if you do it correctly, I'm doing it correctly. It's still
you're right.
after a certain point, it wants to like reset that,
Yeah, it
or
does.
whatever.
You're absolutely right.
It doesn't like lock it into this machine, and I shouldn't have to, bro. Like my
Right.
purchases should be if you because that just gives me a peace of mind. If my purchases are my purchases, that makes me want to promo for this machine way more. Like,
Yeah.
bro, even if the internet goes out, you can hook this bitch up to a generator, play pinball, you're good. But
Yeah.
if you don't know that, which sounds stupid, I'm just saying, like I just want the option. I don't
Right.
want to have to go OTG. I don't. I should be able to play them natively. That should be one of the bonuses of me buying these tables natively and not going OTG. Is hey, once I buy it, it's mine. If that games goes out of business, that table's mine. If I downloaded it and made the purchase.
Yeah. Well, Fat Hog, I did see this where on their podcast with Drinks with Jack.
Yeah,
He somebody asked him about would Stern go back to doing digital pinball. He's like, it's actually not a bad idea. I would love to see that happen again. Um, and we know that Gary Stern's not you know is not a fan of doing the digital pinball stuff, but Drinks with Jack, uh, he said I would love to see that happen again. Um, and that would be cool if they did some kind of licensing agreement with Zen or something like that. I mean, there's no way they don't know about Zen and what Zen does for Williams, and I'm pretty sure they've played them. Somebody on and Stern's played them and be like, you know what, these are actually really cool. Could you imagine Stern tables, being on a digital platform like this, and
yeah, but
because
I think a lot of their thing is it's more traditional, and it's more like I don't know. Analog to digital, or I don't know. I don't want to say Pepsi and Coke, but where it's like, yeah, we know about them. We know they do what we do, but we do what we do. You know,
right,
like we know what they do. That's cool, but what we do something different. So let them just do what they're doing because they're like in two different lanes, but they're on the same highway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If
I don't
Stern
think
bought
that'll
them or
ever happen.
something,
I
we'll
don't think
see.
he maybe in 50 years or something, you know, if like the well's been dried up and they got nothing else to, you know, to sell us.
I mean, honestly, as many machines as Stern brings out per year and then puts back in the vault per year, those tables that they will never ever make again or re-release again or redo again. I wouldn't mind seeing a collection of those tables come out. I doubt that once King Kong goes back into the vault, they'll ever make another King Kong. Um,
But they got the option to, you know, and I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
putting it in digital form, I think for them it just like I said, it's less traditional. I think they're more focused on like keeping pinball alive.
yeah,
Whereas Zen is keeping pinball alive in the digital space, but you know,
yeah,
keeping actual pinball alive, I think is Stern's number one priority, and I respect him for that.
yeah. Good to see you, Dark Realm Gaming. We're just finishing up our show here.
Well, I
Pete
don't
G,
know.
good to see you as well.
I think that's debatable.
Yeah, how healthy is Stern as a company right now? I've heard bad things, man. I've heard that Spooky is number one. Number two is Jersey Jack. Number three is Stern now, and Stern's always been number
But
one for a
what
while.
are we saying? Number one based on sales?
Like,
Because
yeah,
I don't know
like
if I don't know if I believe that.
I don't- I mean, they're not selling. Stern's not selling out of their
We talking
machines.
to private you know, buyers, or we talking, you know, commercial buyers? Because I feel like if you go to a commercial location, you mostly see Stearns.
Well, yeah, because they got the most machines out. But if you look at it, like if they make say 500 Star Wars machines, and they sell them at what $9,000 each, and then you got Spooky that says, all right, well, we're making 666 of these or 665, whatever they did for Beetlejuice, and they sold out day one, and Stern still hasn't sold 500 of their machines.
What's the
For
pricing difference?
and this pricing's around the same, but Spooky next year is going up. They've already stated that fact, but the pricing's around the same. I think Spooky's slightly cheaper right now, but that's about to flip. But
Yeah, I think that matters. I think the license matters. I think there's a
yeah,
lot of
it
factors in
depends on
there.
what the release is.
Yeah, before you could really like, you know, but are they on the rise? Absolutely, you know. But that also is just saying like it doesn't necessarily reflect a bad thing on Stern. It just means that there's more people in that market space, you know, taking up some of the shares, you know. So
Yeah. Well,
competition isn't a bad thing.
yeah, I was about to say that the one thing that we take out of this is competition is the greatest thing of all. That's what makes everybody elevate their game, right? And that's the reason why people are starting to turn heads and look at Spooky and be like, "Damn, that Beetlejuice is top notch. Evil
Oh yeah,
Dead's top notch." Um, even Texas Chainsaw Massacre was cool, and it's the exact same playfield as Looney Tunes, and Looney Tunes was cool too. But it depends on if you like horror movies or not. And then of course you got Jersey Jack that made Harry Potter and Avatar and Elton John, and those tables are just, oh my god, just a light show display, beautiful, big ass screen, back glass screen, and just feels like a full movie playing. It just feels like a epic experience, and that's the reason why they're the most expensive. But and then they got Stern. Stern's just got their they got the awesome licenses, and they're starting to innovate their gameplay and stuff like that with a bunch of like different types of ramps and different types of toys and stuff like that. It's one company. It just seems like that every year somebody else takes that title of like best table of the year. And that's awesome that they got that kind of competition. I really hope home arcade products eventually get to that point where they have that competition amongst each other. Like we got the number one product of the year.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Well, like when they did the number one product of the year reveal, I was like, well, there wasn't much competition this year. Arcade wound up getting it with the claw machine with SpongeBob. You see that?
yeah,
I was like, it really wasn't much competition this year. So that's like a
no,
that's an easy win. So
okay.
easy W. I wasn't impressed, but yeah, I would like to see another renaissance of home arcade, but I don't think it's gonna happen overnight. I think it's gonna take we needed this, little drought, because I think we were a little too spoiled and set in our ways, but at the same time, I think the companies too were getting lazy, with the
Mhm.
rehashes and the bullshit they were pushing out. So
Oh yeah, and the home arcade faithful, the ones that been here for 5 years or more, they don't. They're tired of that shit, man. They're tired of Pac-Man, tired of the Mortal Kombat twos and the Street Fighters. We want something new. And if you bring out something new like Basic Fun and it's not up to par what we are expecting, we're gonna shit all over it. Absolutely.
yeah,
And
and
much deserved too, because you're not bringing it.
we know what controls we want and all that. Like
Yeah.
they should bring it, and
Yeah. You know what
they could do
features we
it
want?
affordably. They were trying to chase, save a couple bucks here and there on micro switches and shit, which really was bullshit because we'd spend the money on the proper micro switches. Chalada love, yo.
Go check out Chalada Love's channel, man. Does awesome streams every day with whether it be BPX standalone or Flipper Friends or even new tables. It's a lot of
Nah,
love. Hopefully you're loving Mexico Deluxe, man, as much as we are. It's awesome.
yeah, it's a dope table.
Yeah, not definitely not paying attention to iconic arcade right now. Not till they bring me something that I care about.
I mean, I
And
do like that they're hitting the Alpha series.
yeah, yeah, I'm glad that's finally coming, and I'm glad it's getting its own cabinet, artwork and everything. But I'm ready for something new, something different,
Nice, some
and
Tekken, something.
yeah, something top tier, man. Something that we've never seen before,
Area
and it
51.
has all the features we expected to have. Online coin doors, lit up marquee. That's correct. Uh, Unique cabinets designs are awesome too. I mean, that's one thing I love to bring into my home is unique cabinet design.
And honestly, it's gonna be 2026, bro. Social media features would be nice. Why can't I live stream right from the from
Oh yeah, right, right.
arcade,
Live stream from the machine. Voice chat,
Yeah,
with your opponent.
voice chat built in, plug in your headset. Like why it's 2026, bro. A lot
Things
of
that
these
they
things,
promised for Killer Instinct, and it did not work worth a shit.
yeah, a lot of this should be, basic, it should be in the standard model kind of shit. So
Yeah, it'll definitely be a bad look if Iconic shows a brand new cabinet, brand new game, and the one that they showed last year hasn't even been released yet. Basic Fun, Return of the Jedi cab really bummed me out. I wanted to like it. Me too, man. Me too. I was like, it's actually not that bad, and then I saw gameplay and the issues that it has. I'm like, damn, such a letdown, man.
I don't even see why you even try to attempt that after one up, you know.
Yeah. And I hope Wonderland Pinball, man. I hope it exceeds people's expectations because I wasn't impressed with it. I canceled my pre-order.
Like
Like I got
everyone,
I got really scared after that first video they did with gameplay, and I was like, "Oh man, the DMD is still not working. They still don't have code in it yet. Some things are working, some things are not working. Ball's getting stuck." I'm like, I'm gonna back out. I'll wait till it hits retail and then get other people's opinions before I actually drop, a grand on a home scale, you know, mechanical pinball. I really wanted to like it. Like I backed it day one and then canceled it like day 29. I
like,
got cold feet. I got cold feet about it.
he's got cold feet, y'all. Wrap it up, B. I got presents to deliver.
I got presents to wrap.
Facts. Wrap it up, B.
All right, guys. God bless. Thank y'all so much for joining us for Yo Retro, man. We gave Mexico Deluxe an 8.5 and an 8. Definitely worth the $8 if you got a 4KP. For God's sakes, HD, $6. Come on, it's a no-brainer. It's totally worth it. So
Facts.
go get Mexico Deluxe. Get on that back glass leaderboard while you still can. Enjoy your family this Christmas. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all those in the chat. Love all you guys. Six, love you, bro. And I want you to have Merry Christmas, you and your family.
Much love. Appreciate you. Much love.
Yeah. And then we'll see y'all in the next Yo
Hasta luego.
Retro.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Yo.